a stump and I slap. I'm having lunch with Italian Sunday, don't ask the subject. Lord, why you took rabbit from me? He say don't ask me nothing. Too many bodies, too many bundles, not enough. These bugging, I heard they stun you. It's gonna be trouble. We come through and catch you while you cuddle. Barrels like tunnels, don't even mumble.
I'm back to ballin', I'm in the back full of only. Pull on the scene and the queen playing past Detroit. Ready turkey, spaghetti, and castor oil. That's turn your guillotine to a fashion show. In 4 minutes, I turn this into forensics in a foreign car with a foreign. It's long-winded, paper long, and you taking long. You just don't get it. On the phone up on Say Tony, want a song with me. Hotter than Mississippi, the summer of the 1950s. In a van full of some white. Get pulled over for swerving like hi, officer. When he asked me why I was swerving, I'm swerve, officer.
I can make it bounce by myself. 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 I can make it bounce by myself.
Got a mansion, a condo, a cabin, I sleep in my phantom. Dancing with the stars to the Star-Spangled Banner. I change your channel, I change your pattern. I ring your Saturn, I your madam. She get and I shake the ladder. I make her and gather and calculate the data. I listen up for the snakes or the baby rattle. I play the shadows, don't play no games. I straight get at them. I'm on a all day like it's my favorite album.
I play the salmon, the Cayman Islands dancer. If I don't get the car first, I have a temper tantrum. I innovative, I demonstrated this. Played it. I don't care if you owe me it. You need to pay me. I kiss your lady, then kiss the baby. Get situated, get keys off table and leave her. I really made it, get it made. Won't wrestle, cause I spatula all you action figures.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry.
Larry, we are in the place the folks here call the Jungle, and that's Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the San Diego Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Nigel Bradham coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Looking to throw. Peake's got it over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now back to throw. And he's got Peake. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Their dangerous wide receiver, 85 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And what a way to cap off the opening touchdown drive. You go for 2, and you get it.
Remember when the PAT or the extra point was a gimme, right? Plus 99%? It's not that way anymore, so more people are willing to take a chance, go for 2, and take the kicker a little bit out of the game.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove. Because any guy who's a free agent off the street, No one else wanted him, so he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, it's Drew Kaiser on to kick it away for San Diego.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. That's taken on the 25. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Cincinnati now ready to take the field, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And they got 29 yards there, and that'll be good enough for Cincinnati first.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
And in the backfield out of the starting group, you have to look out for Giovanni Bernard.
And you have to make sure you're ready to hit the spin button with this guy. Awfully exciting in the open field.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They send Green to the left on his own. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to look deep, looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, 30 yards, and the Bengals add on to their lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Rivers now on 2nd down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And he got it done in the passing game on that play. It was almost like a run because he caught it right around the line of scrimmage. Either way, he got a big chunk of yards after making the catch.
Now Gordon on first down. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge, huge play. And when you have a free safety who can run like that, you've got to turn him loose.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen from 6 yards away. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a carry for Bernard. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Another pistol look here. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They'll look to throw here. And he's got Peak. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they wanted to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Following the penalty. Here's Gordon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down, Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Good display of running there by Melvin Gordon, and good to see him healthy back from that microfracture surgery.
It really is, because he did not have the rookie year he expected in 2015. Then we heard about the surgery in the offseason, so to see him back and moving around, we're probably going to see the best of Melvin Gordon going forward.
To throw is Rivers, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his first touchdown as a San Diego Charger. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. He's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
He gets this one to Boyd. And he's brought down after a good gain. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Give them 22 on that one. And the Bengals are going to have a first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They send Green to the left on his own. They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same thing. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. And taken right on the 30. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He does have the one interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish, but when you've thrown 3 touchdown passes to try and erase it, that's a little bit better than the ratio that all NFL coaches are seeking from their quarterbacks, and he's giving it to them.
They'll take the 3-1?
Every single time.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defense is talking about. Getting the football and either advancing.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Rivers now on second down. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. He's by himself, Keenan Allen. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Keenan Allen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. This will be taken very short. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Peake's got it over the middle. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter, let's get to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
Well, we'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And now it's 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for San Diego.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bengals take possession. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They send Green to the left on his own. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's the option going right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he's got Peak. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Flushed out right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. C.J. Uzomah, 29 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before. Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, You had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches. 3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go back to Gordon here on first down. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Melvin Gordon, 63 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession. And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 30, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there, 93 yards, and the Bengals add on to their lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. And these numbers showing up on the screen, that's why he's their star. They kept him down for a little bit, couldn't keep him down for a full 4 quarters.
But what they were hoping for was a half of a game. And if they could have shut it down at the half, they had done their job. But as you mentioned, a full 4 quarters, and the best, they always feel like they're one run away from changing the momentum or breaking something big, and we're starting to see that here in the second half.
It's a pickup of 14 there, and that'll be good for San Diego first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And this complete to Henry over the middle. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. He's got size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Here's Gordon. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
So the penalty by the offense, and now they face a 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. We are through 3 quarters here on back now in Cincinnati. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Going underneath for Gordon. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. One man in the backfield is Gordon. They'll get the football here. And he's in across the chalk. Touchdown, San Diego. Melvin Gordon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch count.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On the move to his left. And some space here. He won't go down. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And that will be caught. But out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. They send Green to the left on his own. They'll set up to throw. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Backing up, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He'll look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll still in search of the 1st down after that last completion.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and short yardage, Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Ordinarily, an offense feels really comfortable with that route. Just pick up the 1st down. Just get past the sticks on a quick little hitch. But in this case, how about the defender? Not getting out there too fast, reading it, and reacting on the play, and batting it down.
To throw, Rivers. And Allen's got it. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And they're going to speed things up here. Rivers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Geno Atkins in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. 2nd down, Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 3rd and long for Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Defense showing blitz. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the red zone now, Rivers. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Looking for someone to throw to. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it's third down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They've got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
Again, it's Rivers. And that's incomplete. Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on fourth down. Desperation time. Rivers on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They go play action here on first down. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back.
I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, they got him again. Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game, that punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It is your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. You know, some coaches are more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football, have the ball on offense, and go at it that way. So a very interesting call, but he wants to take care of the ball himself.
On second down, Rivers again. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One last shot now for Rivers. Now a desperation throw, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer
Don't make me beg, don't make me wait. I need a hold in the darkness of the night. And when I stray, show me my place. You let me feel your light. One foot in a deep revival, another one going in the fire. Only one that can save me now is you. Healing, oh, I need a healing. I can feel it now, I can feel it now. Got to get it on now. Healing, oh, I need a healing. I can feel it now, I can feel it now. Got to get it on now. This aching pain when you're away, like a burning ship that sets its sails to you. Fingertips, press my lips, make me sing that holy song the way you do. Holy Ghost inside, let it loose and lay it on. Only one that can save me now is you. Healing, oh, I need a healing. I can feel it now, I can feel it now. Got to get it on now. Healing, oh, I need a healing. I can feel it now, I can feel it now. Got to get it on now. Oh, I need it. Oh, I need
Can I get a witness in the darkness? Cause there ain't no love at all to be found. Feeling like a freight train, trying to break chains. Everybody needs somebody, no doubt. Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step